Hello guys, what's up? Draconia here with another Dragonball Legends video. Today we're gonna look at Zenkai Revival Goku. Not in a PvP fight, but more his abilities. I will probably do a PvP video later when I get him at least Zenkai 6. I'm not gonna spend any CC to get him Zenkai 7 already, so more money, that's not what I do. Alright. I have here two tabs open. This is for his normal, I would say before Zenkai and after Zenkai, we're just gonna look at his abilities. I have his stats open on my phone right now, just to quickly look if he has equal stats, and he seems to have like the same stat spread as before. So like he has 1k higher blast attack, so you can build an either Strike or Blast base. He's holding a Strike and Blast card, but he is, his type is Blast type. He's a range type unit, but equal stats, so you can play either way. I'm a little bit scared of his Zenkai actually, because there's another UI already existing, and UI Goku's players, tend to be extremely passive, don't do anything. It takes a while to attack them, and they can just stall it for their teammates, and now imagine two of them. Hard to get a priority on them, so that's why. And he also has a range blue card, so if you're gonna go for a blast card, he has a blue card, he can just launch that, get a free hit on you, so that's really scary. But yeah, we will start now with the main ability. He heals 10%, 50 key, type neutral for 10 timer counts, restores the whole hand gets new one, and cover null for 10 timer counts, and he gets that after 20 timer counts. I think the type neutral, what I would like to see is maybe to get it uncancelable, if it's still the only way to get type neutral for him at all. But we'll see. So this is a Zenkai version. You can see it in the way they wrote it now, it's different. So 4 cards, 10 health, 50 key, damage was 15. Okay, they give him some 50% extra damage, which he not have before. Cover null type neutral for 10 timer counts, and it's 5 times shorter to activate the ability, which is nice. Yeah, but they didn't change anything else. Okay. Damage 920. Did he had reduced damage received somewhere at all? I'm just gonna... Yeah, doesn't seem that he had any reduced damage received at all. Huh. Okay. Is this a post-transformation thing with... No, reduced damage received 65%. I'm stupid. I'm blind. I'm sorry. Okay, so they removed this reduced damage received entirely and gave me 100% 20% damage card. I will quickly have to look at something if you guys don't mind. Where is... I'm looking for the blue 18. Yeah, that one. How much damage card did she get? That's the question I have. Can't I see her whole abilities here? Well, I guess not. Okay. Okay. I can't look it out here. Okay. How do I do this then? Okay, wait. You know what? I have my game open. Let's do it like that. I will quickly look at for the 18. Sorry. I just want to compare if it's because I remember her not having the greatest defenses ever, so I kind of want to see if they have similar defenses pre-transformation or not. So if that takes some time, and yeah, we're basically not seeing anything right now. Where is she? My game is sorted by friendship because I'm friendship points for found her. Or think so. Means she has 189 defenses and has 90%. Yeah, okay. I think that could be fine. That's 30% more than routine, and he has better defenses stats, so I think that is okay to have 220%. I would think with the Zenkai stats, but I can't be too sure until I try that out myself. Mine is 10 stars, so alright. Okay, key recovery to 80%, the same, and draw speed. I think everything which Sonya can't be cancelled. I mean, his key recovery and everything couldn't be cancelled either, so that should be fine. Damage plus 30 onto transformation. If there are two attack universe or god key ally battle members, damage plus 20. Okay. So they're trying to restrict them a little bit on Uniswap or God Key. So I mean, the only other team would be Saiyans and Sun Family, so that's not the worst thing ever. Yeah. Uncancelable, okay. Yeah, when health reaches 0, revive, so to Instant Goku, 80% health, that shouldn't change at all. Would be surprised if they reduced that or anything. On battlefield energy, key plus 30, destroy enemy card, cancel upgrade downgrades. I don't think he had anything like this necessarily. Like the key, yes, but the card destruction I think is new. Counter strike arts. Every 3 timer counts while on battlefield, 5 times. Effect resets and switch. Damage was 10%. All arts cost -1. Uncancelable. I think he had that before. Yeah, that didn't change. When on battlefield enemy switches, he draws a green card. I think he had that too. Damage was 30. Key recovery plus 40, all enemy subcounts plus 2. I think that one was new. That is new. The key recovery, I think even the key recovery thing is new. You get 20% damage, 20% key recovery. Okay, they increased the damage and doubled the key recovery and gave him the ally subcount increase. Enemy subcounts increase, so yeah, that's fine. Nothing else to say about it. I think it's alright. It's nice to have. I mean, more damage. He then has 120% key recovery, and enemies need more time to switch. So good against timer, for example. So yeah, good. On 1 arts use, activation, and reset and switch. Draw 1 card. Enemy arts cost plus 3. Okay. This is activating only once. If this was like this, I mean, that he draws 1 card is fine, but the enemy arts cost thing is, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that matters. Especially because this is when you use a card, so let's just say you start a combo with him and you're not stacking that up, so it's happening 1 time, and after you're done with the combo, maybe there are 5 timer counts have elapsed, so they have plus 3 arts cost for like maybe 5 timer counts. It's not really, it doesn't really matter as much. I think it would be different if it would activate multiple times. At least the enemy arts cost 3, not the draw card, because that would be too much. On vanishing step, draws a special arts card next. Do it once. I think he had that before already. Did he? think this is the first time I'm even looking at a Zenkai in comparison since their new, ability change things, like how they write everything down. So it's a little bit harder to compare because the abilities are not sorted the same. Like they're not structured in the way they're written here. So I don't think he had that before with the vanishing. Yeah, I don't think he had that. Health percentage plus 15. Okay, that activates once. Okay, I will look at the Greek cut soon. What I don't think I will look at the post transformation actually. With like in comparison, I don't think that makes too much sense because it takes a while to find everything. I will just judge the things he has. Yeah. Sorry for this unsorted, way of doing things. I'm sorry. But the health percent is nice because he used to have like no way to keep his revival longer up. He only had to heal on his main ability before. So now with this, you can vanish, heal, switch out, maybe heal later to extend how much he has to tank for his revival, which is really helpful. So when enemy non-stamp an enemy access a special move arts, she gets damage guard plus 30. Sub counts minus 3. When inspired by activates ultimate awakening at rising rush. Ally health restoration plus 20%. Also if the 2 units rebel got gear better when the sub counts minus 7. Yeah, so you kinda should play them together. Yeah, you kinda have to play with the Receptor God Gear at this point. The damage before, you could maybe say, okay, we can ignore that, but the minus sub counts is kinda important because he's a rival character, and yeah, I really hope he works well with Evolution Blue Vegeta and Kaba. That's the team I would try to go for. Because they needed a Ultra UI Goku safety, definitely, and he's also helping against Cell's potential rushes, or ultimate, so at least that he has a revival, so he's not gonna die to that. But okay, Zenkai ability, green units revival circle, units rep. They already told us before. No strike and blast. Okay, the Greek cards. Vanishing Gauge plus 70, Key plus 50, draw blast arts next. And now I kind of think about, I wish I had the abilities up here. I'm really stupid, you know that? God, man. What am I doing today? Okay, he had Vanish Engage by 50 and not 70 before. Okay, for the green and blue card I think I need it still. Unstructured video as hell, sorry. Okay, he draws a blast, he gets more 50 key, Vanish Engage plus 70, which is a massive change. Damage plus 20 for 20 turn cards. Yeah, 70% Vanish Engage is incredibly good. On 50% is like, you kind of have to be a little bit longer already, kind of get your Vanish Engage back before you can Vanish again, but 70%. And keep in mind, this is not restricted. He has 70% Vanish Engage restore on the green every single time. And one thing Goku units have is that one equipment that increases the Vanish restoration for you. So if you have that and you maybe wait just a little before using the green card, you have your Vanish back. So that's a really strong effect on his green, so it increases also his survivability, and it works well with this, what he had before here, on Vanishing Step. He gets health percent and 50% extra damage. The green card he's throwing once and first time he sidesteps, he gets guaranteed basically his Vanish back, and he heals, he gets damage, and has the option to heal second time, so very good. Alright, the blue cards. On activation, 30% less damage, timer counts, on hit, cancel enemy, magic down, upgrades, and all enemy sub counts plus 3, blasting changing forward. Yeah, so cancel enemy upgrades on hit is the only new thing, which is also, I would say, fine. So his free revival state looks actually nice. He has no blast armor, which is the only maybe negative thing, but there are a lot of units with no blast, so that's not the worst thing ever. Okay, we go to the transform state here and here. We here look only at the blue card. You know, pre-Zenkai, post-Zenkai now. Okay, so he draws a blue card, he gets 70 key. I think he used to get only 50 before. Or wait, something, never mind. Unique gauge plus 50, next to special move plus 50% damage, strike and blast, it costs -5 for 20 timer counts. Nothing crazy. Now I'm interested, does he get another way to get type neutral? Because that's one thing I think many people are kind of confused why he gets type neutral pre-transform, but pre-revival and not post-revival. But okay, unique gauge plus 100 on transformation makes sense. More damage, 80% uncancelable damage here, draw speed plus 1. Oh yeah, because he has double card draw speed. The first 18 timer counts, like the card draw speed he had pre-transformation, everything stays. So he gets this, all the and the damage and the double card draw and the minus arts cost and Governor for 40 counts, which is uncancelable. But that's after 40 timer counts, he have no kind of Governor anymore for the entire game, maybe. Depends on what they give him on his Zenkai abilities for post-transformation. On entry, 50 key, card, key protection for 5 timer counts, cancel up with downgrades, and ignore conditions into throw and enemy card. Alright, so this is his only disrupt besides having a cover change, so okay. And by the way, which makes this really strong is against Daima, when post-transformation you can combo without to worry about specifically for moving, you know, your cover null. And this in case your team has been paralyzed. By Margin Do, for example, he can't come in, you know, paralyzed anymore. So I don't know if this also applies immediately the moment he transforms. That could be a thing, like if you pre-transform then have some status condition and then transform it. Yeah, I don't know how this works then. Okay, same cover change. We know the weight thing for the UI. Nothing new on this. When on battlefield and enemy switches, key recovery, enemy health restoration -20, or enemy sub counts +2. Kept that, I think this one built as well. When defeated, ally have +15, ally damage +20 uncancelable. So yes, death plus, which is, I would say, nice. Combined with Evolution Blue Vegeta, I think you get it maybe a heal by 30% actually. Not bad. On arts, use one time activation resets and switch, draw one card, enemy cards +10. 10 enemy arts cost +10 matters a bit more, but again, I wish they would have done that. You know, maybe do a stacking or something, but not only one time, because I think that's not gonna impact as much. Maybe with other abilities from other units, maybe it will impact more. I mean, I would say 10 arts cost is more noticeable because it's on all arts cards, not on Strike and Blast only. So, but yeah. Okay, on Strike and Blast cards hit, activation resets on switch unique gauge +10% for each moves. It can't send me documents. Okay, so the good thing is he gets maximum of 30% unique gauge back when the first time he's on the battlefield, and if after that he has to switch out to regain it, because if he was like MUI and getting it like for everything, no restriction, I would say this is cancel. Although I would say this is already also annoying. Cancel enemy attribute upgrades though, every time the first time you hit somebody, that is really good. Yeah. When on standby, an enemy activates special move. He gets damage gap plus 30 and sub counts minus 3. This is also unlimited times, which is good. When on standby, animates Rise and Rush, Ultimate, ally health restoration plus 20, and also minus 7 sub counts, and evade, he gets damage plus 20. Card slot seal. Okay. That is really nice. So, what I wanted to say, there was something I found really interesting right now. Yeah, here, the ally health restoration plus 20. That stacks well with Blue 17. Because Blue 17 on ultimates, for example, would heal people, so, and special moves, so giving ally health plus 20 means that your allies, including him, are healing more. Other than that, or find it. The move card slot seal is, I would say, good, but also, because this is against UI Goku specifically, again, he can see you every time you hit him, so you remove the card seal, you hit him again, you're gonna get card seal back, so unless UI Goku switched out, this doesn't necessarily matter as much. Was I'm pretty sure if your card slot is sealed, you will remove the seal and then it will just come back up as nothing happened. It's a bit annoying, that's why I hated that they said, okay, we're gonna give him card sealing every time he gets hit, and not be like, okay, he gets hit one time and the activation counts reset on Switch. That would be way better and less toxic. Alright, now to the green and blue cards. I don't think they changed it for the Dragon Blast, yes. So, draws the card, keep a 50, unique plus 40, damage plus 20, move for up to downwards in abnormal conditions. That's nice. Okay, they give him 10% more unique gauge. Blue card, special move damage plus 30, damage guard penetration plus 50, and penetrate endurance. Yeah, they basically didn't change anything. So he seems good, I would say. He doesn't have any type neutral post transformation, which is, I would say right now it's not the worst thing ever, because the only purple unit you really care about is Evolution Blue Vegeta at most, and maybe Margin Du and Gohan Trunks, but they're too. Third of the time they're blue, especially post succession they're only blue, so that doesn't matter. So really it's just Margin Du if you ever face Daima Margin Du, and then it's Evolution Blue Vegeta, which I would say you can survive without not being that neutral. Like it's okay. It's you have other units to deal with him, that's fine. But I like him. It's good that he is he works on, because right now Universe Rap is more of a either strike based or blast based, and he's kind of both, so you can play with the new UI, you can also play with Evolution Blue Vegeta. I'm glad that they did this, but I'm also scared that he pairs too well with UI Goku, the other one, because as I already said, they all have evasion, they can stall the whole time, and it's getting annoying. It's already annoying to do with one UI. This is why I kind of didn't want them to Zenkai him right now, because not with the information that we get Mastered UI Goku. Like, that's the thing. I think there should never be two UIs existing at the same time. I don't think that's a good thing, because UI Goku promote passive playstyle. If you have two of them, they're just gonna be massively passive. And I already faced some people, for example, using yellow, back then using the Ultra UI Goku, they mastered the old red UI Goku and this guy, and they were just kind of like getting one priority and then like stalling the whole match with the match with the unique gauge, which is it's just boring. I don't want to play against people like this, and yeah, but we will see how well he does, but I think his Zenkai should be alright. But we have to see. Probably, I will probably have to look at next week when I hopefully get into Zenkai 6 and test them out. The only thing which annoys me maybe a bit is that I planned a team kinda here on Vegeta clanish with Gohan, Trunks, with UI and Evolution with Vegeta, but because he needs 2 God keys or rep battle members, that doesn't work anymore, so it's really just like him, Evo, and Cabo, and him, Evo, and Blue 17, I can only think of right now, so. Oh yeah, that's it for the ability commentary. Let me know what you guys think about Revival Goku, and see you guys in the next one.